Hey guys, this is Tony, the gun guy with Concealed Arms and Home Defense. It's been a while, so today I'm out here at my range. We've moved and I have my own range out here, so you'll get to see a little bit of my range. It's just a little range here, shoot 46 people at a time. I do a lot of LTC classes out here, a lot of basic handgun and rifle training, stuff like that. One-on-one stuff where people can come out and get some individual training. And so I've been a while getting this all set up. We moved from the Metroplex here in January, and I've been just kind of getting everything all laid out, getting the shooting shack put up, and all this stuff here that you can see. And so now here we are mid-year, and I think I got everything kind of laid out now. I do. If you'll pan out here at my range, you'll see some green posts out there. Those are set up so that when I do my LTC classes, they're set up for the distances for your shooting proficiency test at 3, 7, and 15. That's the distances that you have to shoot for your proficiency test for your LTC. And my range is out there at the backstop at 50 yards. So pretty much it's set up as a pistol range. I can go back further, 100 yards, 200 yards, but really I've got it set up here as a pistol range. So if you're in the Commerce, Greenville area, you're looking for a place to shoot, come on out. I'm open pretty much all the time. And if you want to do your LTC or you want to do concealed carry classes or just whatever, basic handgun classes, I can accommodate that and get you all set up. If you want to just come out to shoot, you can come out to shoot all day, one fee for all day. And I also have ammo if you need to buy ammo. I also have guns that you can rent. So pretty much just a regular shooting range here. Whatever you want to do, just come on out and we'll accommodate you. I don't allow large calibers. So really anything up to any pistol rounds. And 223s, up to 223s are fine, but I don't want the big rounds, the 308s, the Whispers, the large game calibers out here. My backstop will stop them, but I have some neighbors that are nearby, so I just kind of keep it down to the lower, smaller pistol and smaller rifle rounds. So anyway, today, having said all that, guys, I'm going to be doing a box opening, gun shooting, whatever you want to call it, of an Emperor Arms. And it is an Emperor Arms Mogul 20 Ultra. This is a 20 gauge. They do carry this in 12 and 20. Right now I'm out of the, I guess I think I do have some 12. I have one in this marine finish. I also have some pumps and I have some other synthetics. I'm not sure if I have any walnut stock left, but I think everything that I have left is synthetic and either in a black finish or a marine finish in a 12 or a 20 gauge. I can always get more, but that's just what I have in stock right now. So as you can see, this is a gun that's similar to the Remington and Mossberg's. They have, I think Mossberg has the Shockwave, the Remington has the TAC 14, and this is similar to those. It's a little shotgun, if you want to call it that. It's not shoulder fired in this configuration, so technically they call a shotgun something that's fired from the shoulder. So in this configuration, you can call it a firearm. But you do have your bird's head grip or your Raptor grip, whatever you want to call it. This one is a semi-automatic. It does have Picatinny rails, your rear sight back there, marine finish on here, and over here you got your safety there, and synthetic stock and marine finish barrel here, front sight. It does have fiber optic in there, and this is a little fake compensator, whatever you want to call that. And the barrel is 18.5 inches long, so this is not one of the 14-inch barrels, the non-NFA version or what have you. So this is 18.5 inches, and it does come with if you want to take the Raptor grip off, you can put your stock on here, and it comes with the recoil pad, all the hardware needed to change this out. It's very simple. Phillips screw right here, you take that out, pull the Raptor grip off, and it's really a no-brainer on how to put that on there. But if you need a video on that, I do have one on my website showing how to take this grip off and put this stock on. So, but today I've got a gentleman that had written me and he wanted to see this in action. So I do have some shells, some game load shells. We're going to see how it cycles and put it through its paces a little bit here today. I've never shot this particular Mogul 20 yet, so this will be my first time shooting these. But I've carried Emperor arms for a long time now. They're good guns. They're good entry guns. They've actually done some improvement, in my opinion, on their fit and finish. Sometimes their finish, I kind of, in the past, I've looked at it and kind of wished it was a little better. But this particular one, taking it out of the box, and here in the last year or so, their finish is improved. It used to be the little logo here was just kind of stamped on there, and it wasn't a good stamp job. It was real faded. You couldn't hardly see it. Now everything looks like it's a good stamp on there. And overall, Emperor arms, I've been pleased with them. They've got good service. They always answer the phone. They always handle repairs promptly, as far as all the customers that I've dealt with. But I mean, usually I haven't heard too many complaints about these guns needing to have any type of repair. Usually they're real reliable, and that's been my experience too. I own a couple myself for about 5 years now, and I regularly shoot them, and I haven't had any problems. The one problem that I do have is this cheesy manual. You have to have a reading glass, a magnifying glass, to read this thing. I don't know why they can't do a better job with this. So as far as complaints on the Emperor arms, I've had this same complaint for 5 years. I don't guess they're listening to me, but I have had other customers call me and say, hey, how do you read this thing? And I tell them, with a magnifying glass. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot this today with this Federal 20 gauge, and I'm going to shoot it in this configuration. I'm not going to shoot it with the shoulder stock. I'm going to shoot it in this configuration, and I'm going to be shooting out. I'm going to start off shooting out at that target right there. It's at 7 yards right now. So I'm going to shoot it there and see what kind of pattern I get. And I'm going to run through a whole 5 shots and just make sure that it cycles and everything. This 20 gauge is 1,220 feet per second. It's game load, 7.5 load. So we'll see how it does. So go ahead and pause. Okay guys, got it unboxed here. Like I said, I'm going to shoot it in this configuration. And we're going to be shooting the Federal game load, 1,220 feet per second velocity, and see how this thing performs. Okay, so it is 3 in the chamber here. I haven't looked to see if there's any type of restriction up here, so I'm not sure. Later on, when I get back inside, I'll take this thing down and make sure, see if it will hold any more than that. But we've got 4+1 in the gun right now, so I've got it loaded. Put it on safe. This thing's ready to go, so I'm gonna go ahead and shoot that first target there, and we'll just run through these 4 rounds and see how it does. Now I can't remember the last time I've shot one of these handheld firearms like this, so if I hit the target, great. If I don't, Well, it just shows you that these things take practice. Uh, they are, you know, it is a good defensive scatter gun, but it still takes practice. So we'll see what happens. So that was first round, failure to eject, which it's not all that uncommon. These guns do have a break-in, and I'm not using high velocity shells, so hopefully as we progress through here, it will loosen up. Okay, same thing. Okay, just went through 4 rounds there, and you see on all of them had a failure to eject, which that's very common for low power shells. But we'll keep shooting some more and see if it gets any better. This is all I have as far as shells go. I don't carry too many 20 gauge. So I don't have anything in stock but these, and 12 gauge is what I mainly sell. But I did have some women request some 20 gauges a while back, so I got some of these. And the recoil is lower. It's pretty easy to handle. I was kind of surprised there. It didn't have much recoil that I couldn't handle. And so if you're looking for something self-defense wise, and you don't want to go with the 12 gauge, well, this is something here you might be interested in. Ouch. So 3 in the tube, 1 in the chamber. Just for grins, I'm going to see how it does one-handed. Oh, almost ejected. Oh, getting a little better there. Okay, so now we had out of that 4 shots, 2 failed to eject, and the other 2 cycled correctly. So hopefully it's getting broke in. And you can see my pattern there. That's a pretty good pattern for 15 feet out. That's a good defensive pattern there. You can do some real damage. 20 gauges and even 14 gauges, they are a good defensive round. So don't be scared to use them, and especially with advances in ammo these days, you can buy some good defensive rounds. You know, this is birdshot. Birdshot's good and safe. It's probably not going to do a lot of damage as far as going through a lot of walls in your house and stuff. So if you have, you know, some scenario where you're scared that if you shot through a wall, it might hit something that you're not intending to, you might want to go with some birdshot. If you're out in the country like me, you know, you might want to go with something else, and not worry about that too much. But just depending on what your scenario is, you know, pick the right kind of ammo. But that is a good pattern right there. So I'm going to go ahead and fire off some more. That barrel is getting a little on the warm side.
How did it feel single-handed?
I can handle it. You might have an issue with it, but I mean the gun's top heavy, of course, so you have to deal with that. But as far as the recoil, I didn't have a problem holding it. So. Woohoo! Okay. That barrel's a little hot. Last one. Okay, it's empty. Okay, guys, there's a honest shooting review right there, or not a review, but honest shooting of this firearm. You can see that it did loosen up a little bit with these rounds as I started going through them, but definitely on most of these Emperor arms, they do have a break-in period. You know, these springs, they ship them really stiff, usually about 50, 75 rounds or so. They break in well. This was with game load, 1220 velocity, so you can definitely break it in faster if you use some higher velocity. But you know, it's still not something that I would be willing to set this beside my bed and use as a defensive weapon until I actually got it broke in good there. But that's, you know, put a few boxes through there and then you'll be there where you can count on it. But these are good firearms. Again, fit and finish in the past, I didn't care too much for the fit and finish, but they've gone some good improvements in that. And warranty work, if it was ever needed, I never had any complaints on that from customers. Every time I've called the distributor, they've always answered my questions and returned my calls promptly if needed to be. So budget entry guns, great guns. You know, the design, the build is good. These have the same dual bar action as you do in, you know, Remington 870. So I think it's something that you'd be happy with, but you just need to break in as you saw here today. So we'll end the shooting portion. I'll take it back inside and I'll break it down a little bit, let you see some of the internals. Okay guys, I've got the gun firearm back inside here. I've already broken it down so the video can shorten the video up a little bit. It's already getting a little long, but here, this is basically how you would break it down to clean it, or the parts that you'd break down to clean, so that you can get to your barrel here, clean your chamber, clean in your barrel and all of that. This is your gas piston. This is a gas operated firearm. What that means is when the shell explodes, gas comes down the barrel, it actually goes through two little holes right in here. So you always want to clean this inside, make sure those holes, nothing's clogged up in it, no carbon or whatnot. And once that gas is captured, it comes back into the chamber, pushes your bolt back. Bolt goes back, shell comes out, bolt goes back forward, and when it comes back forward, it brings in a new shell and loads it into your chamber. So that's just a little skinny on that. But bring it down to this level right here. You can clean your barrel real good, clean your gas system real good. If you have any crud on the tube, you can kind of clean this off. If you want to throw a little oil on there, you can throw a little oil on there because you've got your gas piston actually will slide up and down here. So, you know, make sure it's don't have any crud on it. It don't have to be, you know, super oiled or anything, but you might not even oil it at all, but if you want to, go ahead. So let me go ahead. And also, if you want to do real good cleaning, you don't want to take your bolt out and take your trigger group out and clean that up. And again, this is not a cleaning video, so not going into a whole lot of detail on that. Handguard. You've got your notches down here at the bottom. Just make sure they fall in that tray. Got your little nut there. So that's that as far as assembly. This gun is 32 inches long. If you throw your buttstock on there, of course it's going to be longer, but this is an 18.5 inch barrel, so that's 32 inches. In this configuration, this is 5.6 pounds. If you throw your buttstock on there, it's about 7 pounds. That's about 1.5 pounds of plastic there. Again, this little fake piece looks like a compensator, a brake, or whatever, but it's not. There's the barrel is not choked. You don't have any threading in there, so it's just kind of a fake thing. It does have an Allen set screw in here. If you wanted to take that off, you can. I mean, it's just truly there just for looks. So that's a little bit on breaking it down, reassembling it. A few of the little specs. It is 3 in the chamber, or 3 in the tube, 1 in the chamber. So this is a 4-round. You can put 4 rounds in here. There was not a plug in the magazine tube, so it is just a 3-round magazine tube. So 3 plus 1. See if there's anything else. You saw when we were shooting that this gun had a problem with failure to eject, but it got better as we went along. With 25 rounds, it was almost ejecting everything like it should. So it still needs some break-in. In the past, every time that I've worked with Emperor Arms on that, they always recommend 50 to 100 rounds of high-velocity shells. I was shooting the 1220 game loads, so you would need to break that in with a little bit heavier velocity shells. On your stock, you do have adjustable cheek. You can raise that up. You also can put shells in here. And that's all that is to the stock. And of course, manual wise, it's nearly non-existing, but again, I've never had a problem working with these guys. If you do have issues, just give them a call. They'll work with you. So great budget guns. They've gone a long ways with the fit and finish on these from when I first started carrying Emperor Arms. So guys, that's it. If you have any questions, just give me a buzz, text me, email me, call me, whatever. But as always, please like and subscribe. And God bless and have a great day.